Glasgow, June 29, 2025. In a shocking revelation that has shocked the Outlander fan community, the author of the famous novel series Diana Gabaldon personally intervened in an intimate scene between stars Sam and Caitriona Balfe, when everything went so far off script that it left the crew and the audience watching breathless. The controversial scene belongs to an episode in Season 8, also the final season of this epic series that has lasted for more than a decade. According to many inside sources, this was a love scene that was supposed to be an emotional climax, but its development became so real, beyond the director's control, that author Diana herself had to request to stop filming. "I've never seen anything like it on set," an anonymous production crew member revealed. The scene was originally written with a light, expressive visual language. But when Sam and Caitriona started to get into character, they created such an intense emotional intensity that it didn't seem like acting anymore. According to the story, the entire set was completely silent during the nearly 6 minutes of continuous filming. When the director was about to call cut, Diana Gabaldon, who was present to monitor the scene, stood up, signaling to stop. "I had to speak up," Diana recalled in an exclusive interview, "because I felt we were no longer in control of the characters. It was too real, too personal. Sam and Caitriona, too intact. Part of what made the scene so dangerous was the real-life bond between Sam and Caitriona, something fans have questioned since the early seasons." A lighting crew recalled, "They weren't Jamie and Claire anymore. They were Sam and Kate. They looked at each other like the world was just the two of them. When they touched, it wasn't acting, it was the raw truth." After filming was halted, both actors were asked to leave the set for a few minutes to regroup. Neither of them appeared angry. Instead, Sam sat silently against the wall, while Caitriona shed tears. Whether from emotion or something else, it's unclear. Diana speaks out on social media. That same evening, Diana Gabaldon posted a status that sent the fandom into a frenzy. "Great acting can make your heart flutter. But when it starts to make you fear something has gone off the page, you know you need to adjust." Although it didn't mention Sam or Caitriona directly, thousands of comments appeared within hours, with hashtags like #TooReal, #SamAndCaitScene, and #DianaIntervene trending worldwide. Fans' reaction: "We always knew there was something between them." The previously unseen scene became the hottest topic on Outlander fan forums. Although it has not been officially released, some people at the internal screening described the scene as one of the most emotional scenes ever filmed on television. One fan commented, "If Diana had to come in and say, 'Stop,' then we were not mistaken." The way Sam and Kate looked at each other, no director could teach that. Some were worried. Would this too real intimacy affect Caitriona's personal life? Who is already married? Caitriona and the unexpected reaction. After the controversy, Caitriona Balfe appeared in a short interview in L.A. and was asked directly, "Was that scene too real?" She smiled, slightly confused, but answered with a meaningful sentence. "We have lived with these characters for more than 10 years. And sometimes, the boundary between fiction and reality is just a breath." Tensions behind the scenes. The cast has to hold an emergency meeting. After the abrupt scene cut event signaled by Diana Gabaldon herself, the Outlander producers were forced to hold a closed-door meeting overnight to reassess the direction for the remaining scenes of Season 8, especially the emotional scenes between Jamie Fraser and Claire Randall. An insider from the crew shared, "No one denies the incredible chemistry between Sam and Caitriona. But we were forced to ask the question, are their personal feelings overwhelming their characters? And if so, is that a good thing for the show or a potential danger?" According to this source, there was a heated debate between the director and the screenwriters about whether to continue with the original script, with a series of climactic intimate scenes, or to tone down, to avoid causing more trouble. Sam and Caitriona, no speaking but actions speak for them. Amidst the wave of debate, Sam and Caitriona Balfe remained completely silent, not posting or responding to the press, something that rarely happens during such a media climax. However, their actions spoke volumes. Just a few days after the incident, Sam posted on Instagram a black and white photo of a page from Outlander, with the quote, "Love, real love, is never clean. It's wild. Uncontainable. Dangerous. Love, real love, is never pure. It's wild. Uncontrollable. Dangerous." Without naming names, fans knew what he was referring to, and Caitriona, at an independent film premiere in Prague, unexpectedly refused to take a photo with the cast and just stood alone, her eyes puffy, as if she had just spent a long night thinking. A female reporter noted, "She was polite but very quiet. It felt like she was carrying something heavy in her heart." Diana speaks out a second time, affirming the boundary between character and actress. In the face of escalating speculation, Diana Gabaldon was forced to post an official statement on her personal page, with a more straightforward tone. "I love Jamie and Claire, but I appreciate Sam and Caitriona even more. As an author, I have a responsibility to protect the story, and the people who are telling it. If they let their personal feelings affect the role, that's when I need to intervene." This statement was both praised and controversial. Some praised her for being firm and timely. Others thought it was an artist's way of suppressing true emotions. The fans are divided, supporters, some worried. The story of Diana having to intervene in an intimate scene between Sam and Caitriona has divided the Outlander fan community into two distinct opinions. One side supports. They love each other. And that's what makes Jamie and Claire come alive. Let them express themselves freely, because that's art. The other side worries. Personal emotions are a double-edged sword. If they get out of control, not only will the show be affected, but their reputations and lives could collapse. Undone questions. Is it real love or just a flash? The relationship between Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe has been a mystery for nearly a decade. Their every move, every look, every word they say has been analyzed by fans, frame by frame. But after Diana Gabaldon was forced to intervene, things are slowly moving beyond the realm of professional acting. Is this evidence of a love that has been suppressed for too long? Or is it just the result of being too deeply immersed in the role? While the answer is still unclear, one thing is certain. That scene, and the events that followed, became an unforgettable moment in Outlander history. And perhaps, for the first time in 8 seasons, fans are no longer asking, "Are Jamie and Claire real?" but starting to wonder, could Sam and Caitriona be possible?